Your Excellencies, District Governor Marsden, past district governors, Rotarians, Rotaractors, and friends. It's the greatest pleasure to be able to be with you today at this wonderful 2021 district conference. The organizers have really done a fantastic job arranging the program for these 3 days. And it's just a pity that we can't meet physically, but in any case, we have the opportunity of meeting virtually like this. And in this particular case of discussing various programs and initiatives at Rotary dedicated to peace and conflict resolution. Now, when we list our areas of focus, peace and conflict resolution is always the first one. In fact, peace and conflict resolution has had a long identity as part of Rotary's organization. Rotary had a seat at the table at the 1945 UN Charter Conference and was also instrumental in the creation of UNESCO. No fewer than 5 Rotary members have been presidents of the UN General Assembly. And today, Rotary holds top consultative status at the UN Economic and Social Council. Peace and conflict resolution is, I believe, a topic that all of us fervently believe in. But then there's the next question. What can I, as a Rotarian, do to make any difference to this enormously important topic? I thought, therefore, it would be useful today to highlight some of the existing areas that Rotary is active in peace and conflict resolution, and then to mention several ways in which you and I can become involved right away. The program probably that most of you are aware of through your club activities is the Rotary Peace Fellowship Program.
Rotary's Peace Centers programs offer unique opportunities for experienced professionals in peace and development studies. Each year, the Rotary Foundation awards up to 130 fellowships for study at leading universities around the world. Up to 50 for master's degrees and up to 80 for graduate certificates. Rotary's certificate program includes universities in Thailand and Uganda. The certificate fellowships are now a year-long, combining a 2-week online orientation, a 10-week on-site course with field studies, a 9-month social change initiative in their home countries, combined with mentorship and interactive online learning sessions, and a final 1-week on-site capstone seminar. The fully funded program enhances the work of peace and development leaders who are addressing the underlying challenges to peace, from human rights violations to the impacts of climate change. Fellows gain theoretical and practical peace-building skills, participate in field studies, design and implement a peace initiative, while expanding their global network and furthering their capacity as peace and development leaders. Peace building is a cornerstone of Rotary's mission as a humanitarian service organization. If concerned citizens work together to create peace locally, lasting change can happen globally. For more information and to begin your application, visit.
When I became a member of the Arch Clump Society Trustees Circle recently, I dedicated my endowment to the setting up of an annual Peace Fellowship at Chulalongkorn University in Bangkok. This is a city I know well since we've got some property there and have had for a number of years. And I previously met some of the academics at the university. It has, however, been an extraordinary experience to have met, unfortunately, again, digitally under the present circumstances, a number of the academics there dedicated to working on our Peace Fellowship program. Subsequently, I participated in a number of Peace Fellowship alumni regular webinars. I also arranged for a District 2452 webinar entitled Maximizing the Opportunities for Peace and Conflict Resolution. This primarily took the form of a fireside chat with Dr. Wale Adeboye, who is a board member of the Rotary Peace Fellowship Alumni Association and has special responsibility for the Middle East. His particular area of specialization is military operations, mass atrocity crimes, prevention, and human security. He is also a Global Peace Index ambassador. He outlined how we train adults and young leaders to prevent and mediate conflict. We aid refugees who have fled dangerous areas. Rotarians also address the underlying structural causes of conflict by relieving millions of people suffering from poverty, inequality, ethnic tensions, lack of access to education, and unequal distribution of resources. So, how can each one of us foster peace? Let's turn to Rotary's specific involvement in various peace programs and initiatives. And I would like to move on to some slides to illustrate the ways that Rotary is involved in peace. Rotary has undertaken a great deal of strategic work with the Institute for Economics and Peace. We are able to combine our grassroots work in communities around the globe with the IEP's empirical research on the attitudes, institutions, and structures of peaceful societies. The concept is that peace is a process and a system rather than a product or result. Their positive peace framework comprises 8 criteria and is a natural fit for Rotarians to help us understand and contextualize our work in peace. And positive peace is a term that you will find cropping up much in the Rotary narrative. This framework allows Rotarians a variety of ways to become effective peace builders. The emphasis is on positive peace, which looks at the attitudes, institutions, and structures that create and sustain peaceful societies, rather than simply negative peace, which is the absence of violence or fear of violence. And it is fascinating to see how the 8 pillars reconcile with Rotary's 7 areas of focus. A peace index for each country can be calculated based on these factors, and focusing on these factors allows Rotarians a variety of ways to become effective peace builders, leveraging their service work and community work, as well as their role as community leaders. So, in the very few minutes that I've got left, let's look at the various ways that you and I and all of us can get more involved in the Rotary peace process. Firstly, as from the beginning of the year, let's try and identify candidates for the Peace Fellowship programs. We don't want to cram this important activity into the last 3 months of the Rotary year. Secondly, I would absolutely recommend everyone to join the Rotary Positive Peace Academy. This is a free training course where you can discover the strategies and tools that can help individuals, Rotarians, even cities and nations to build and sustain peace. The course only takes 2 hours and is incredibly interesting. It's available on www.rotarypositivepeace.org. Thirdly, I think it's very effective to talk about positive peace locally. You can conduct short in-person trainings with your Rotary, Rotaract, and Interact clubs to facilitate dialogue and to foster community-based engagement. Any Rotarian wanting to undertake such activity can use the Facilitator Guide and the presentation to get started that are available on my Rotary. Next, we can host in our district a positive peace workshop. I'd really like to do this, and let's see if we can set up something this year. There's also within Rotary a network of positive peace activators. These are Rotarians, Rotary Peace Fellows, Rotaractors, and other Rotary stakeholders who are committed to peace building and who are located through the world. They can be part of our in-person training or community-wide workshop. I do very much want to mention the Rotarian Peace Project Incubator, the RPPI. This is an inspirational collaboration amongst Rotarians, Rotaractors, and Rotary Peace Fellows. Led by Rotarians in Switzerland and Liechtenstein, the RPPI has designated 48 global peace projects tailored to address urgent community needs. They are oven ready and can be adopted by any club, either directly or through the Rotary Foundation Global Grant Program. And lastly, there is the Rotarian Action Group for Peace, the RAGFP. This is a Rotary International approved, autonomous, international group with a passion for peace building and provides assistance and support to Rotary clubs and districts in planning and implementing service projects that relate to peace. Let's use them to support some of our own peace-related activities. So thank you very much indeed for your attention. Please do raise any questions right now, or do get in touch later on if you would like to discuss any of these issues further. Thank you very much indeed.